I met my boyfriend's mom 4 days ago. I don't know if I'm overreacting breaking up with him because of how she acted during dinner. I have to use a throwaway for this because I feel like I am going insane. My boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years long distance. We met while we were both on vacation. In that time, I have met his family but only through Zoom. We couldn't meet in person due to the intensive degree program I was doing. So in the last 2 years, my boyfriend has been traveling to see me every 2 months. Now that I'm done with my program, I can pretty much work anywhere, and since I work from home, I thought I would move into my own place in the city my boyfriend lives in, and continue to explore our relationship. I went to look at apartments, and then went to meet his family in person for the first time and have dinner. Everything was going well. I met his parents, his brothers and their spouses. His mom was very pleasant until dinner started. His oldest brother's wife had made an appetizer and served it. It was really good, but their mom put the appetizer in her mouth, made a noise, and then made it seem like she had to force herself to swallow it. She said something like, "That's a different taste," and made a disgusted face. There was nothing wrong with the appetizer. She then went to the kitchen and came out with the same appetizer and said, "It's good I made the same one just in case." I expected the daughter-in-law to say something, but she just kept quiet. No one said a word, and the conversations continued like it was normal. The mom, with the daughter-in-law and the other spouses, then helped take away our plates that still had the first appetizer on them, served hers on new plates, and told us all to eat. It was the same appetizer, there was no difference. In fact, I preferred the daughter-in-law because hers had more vanilla. I was astounded that she did this. Dinner continued, and it was all made by the mom. She kept asking how the food was, and made passive-aggressive comments about certain dishes that were made before by the other daughter-in-laws. I didn't say anything because I was shocked, but after we left dinner, I asked my boyfriend what happened. He said his mom is really passionate about her cooking and doesn't like anyone to outdo her. I said, "So this happens at every family dinner?" And he said, "Yes, if someone had made a dish before, or they make one at dinner, his mom tries to outdo them." He said his brother's wives don't take it personally because they know how she is, and that it's really coming from a place of love. I'm sorry, but what I saw is not from a place of love, and the daughter-in-law seemed like she was going to cry. My boyfriend finally said, "She's just territorial about her cooking, and other than that she is very normal." I finally asked him, when did this behavior start, and he said when his eldest brother first bought a serious girlfriend home. His eldest brother is 8 years older than him, so I asked from the time they were dating, up to now, did all your brother's partners go through this, and he said yes. I said, "Do you think your mom's behavior is bad?" And he got a little offended and said, "No. I just think she is passionate about making good food." I've been thinking on it, replaying the dinner and comments over and over in my head, and there's no way I can sign myself up for this kind of life. My boyfriend and I are starting to talk about marriage in the future and kids, and I am very nervous now. His brother's wives have endured abuse over their cooking since the start of their relationships with their spouse's mother, and no one says a thing. Not them, not their husbands, not his dad, and not my boyfriend. How is this okay? How can I sign up for this level of insult every time there's a family dinner? If my boyfriend and I reach that stage, can I never cook anything? Will she always try to upstage me? Will she make comments about my cooking? I don't know if I can set myself up to walk into a toxic family situation like this. I would rather leave. I honestly am really considering breaking up with him because of this. Edit. I made this post to vent. I didn't want to tell my sisters or my best friend this because this could be an issue I get over with my boyfriend, but family doesn't forget. Anyway, I asked my boyfriend if he could reach out to his brother's wives and ask if I could contact them for lunch. I didn't want to overstep. If they agree to this lunch, I am writing down a few questions I'm going to ask. After lunch, I plan to have a talk with my boyfriend, and then I'll go from there. For the people asking why I'm willing to throw away a relationship where my boyfriend has clearly put in a lot of effort to see and be with me, the answer is that I'm thinking about the rest of my life here. I'm in my early 20s, and if we get married and have kids, if his mom is actually like this or worse, that's decades of drama and passive aggressiveness I would rather not deal with or have instilled in my future children. I'm not doing it. If it's a choice between being with him and dealing with what I saw at dinner on a regular basis or being alone, I choose being alone. I'm going to communicate. That's one thing I should have done immediately. I'm going to openly express how I feel at every step and tell him why I'm doing it, and I will go from there based on what I see to make a decision. Edit 2. I ended things. I made an update post about the lunch with the daughter-in-laws, but due to the conversation with my ex yesterday and how it ended, I deleted it. There's no point for me to discuss the lunch or his mom's behavior because it's now done. I'm also not in the headspace to talk about what happened, and I don't know if I ever will. I do now know without a doubt based on that conversation with him that I'm making the best choice for me by removing myself from my ex and his family.